Hey there, everybody. My name is Afia Williams, and I am a program manager at Global Nomads Group, where we foster dialogue and understanding amongst the world's youth. This year, in partnership with our good friends Students Rebuild, we are exploring the hunger challenge in topics like food insecurity, community gardens, and taking action to end global hunger. We've recently hosted our second webcast of the year entitled Sustaining Communities Through Cultural Foods and Traditions. We had two inspiring young people who are farmers in Hawaii join us and share with us their knowledge about Hawaiian agriculture and why they think it's important to follow in the footsteps of their ancestors as they become better farmers today. We learned a lot of new things like Hawaiian vocabulary and that there are over 10,000 native crops to Hawaii. In case you missed it, here is a farm tour of the Kohala Center demonstration farm. Enjoy.
We are here at the demonstration farm of the Kohala Center in Honoka'a at the Ahupua'a or land division of Papua'a, which is the place of pigs where the pigs usually frequently come.
One program hosted by the Kohala Center is the OHAHA High School Agriculture Program. What that program is the Kohala Center hosts students from around the island to come to this farm to learn about Hawaiian cultivation and how to plant Hawaiian plants. It's a week-long program where we go around the island, going to different farms and different places, learning how they cultivate Hawaiian plants and how to make different Hawaiian mea'ai or Hawaiian food. One thing that we do in this program is we learn about agroforestry. What agroforestry is planting a variety of plants together to help benefit the plants. One place that we visit during this program is Waipi'o. Waipi'o is a valley located on Hawaii Island. At Waipi'o, it was famous for kalo lo'i or lo'i kalo, our wetland kalo or taro farms. So when we go to their farms, we help to clean and perpetuate their culture of planting kalo lo'i style. Today we will be going on a tour of the Kohala demonstration farm, and we will be able to look at 5 different Hawaiian plants.
These plants include kalo, niu, ulu, ava, and mai'a.
But before we do that, we would like to share some tips on how to cultivate in Hawaii.
The first tip is to always ask for permission. In Hawaii, we always chant. We always ask for the land and the plants for permission to prepare the land and also to plant.
Another tip that we have for you is there's not really a book on how to cultivate in Hawaii. We have one of the most diverse climates in the world. We have, if you go to Puna, you have rocks and no soil. If you go to Honoka'a, you have plenty soil and little to no rocks. So there's not really a guide on how to plant in Hawaii. What you have to do is you have to go out and experience it on your own. Go find that plant and go plant it in your area, and you should find out how it works best for you.
And the last tip is to kilo. Always observe your surroundings. Kapu kahaloa pa. Kapu kahaloa ku makape'a. Kanuya loa uluha loa okalau loa ike aola. Puka. This is the kalo plant, and it has many different varieties. There are about 73 different Hawaiian varieties here in Hawaii. Haloana Kalokapalili is the first kalo plant, and his brother Haloa is the first Hawaiian. They are connected to us through our genealogy. We are also connected to them because of the way we take care of kalo. Haloa was the first Hawaiian to take care of Haloana Kalokapalili, which is the kalo plant.
In Hawaii, we call it kalo, but the English name is taro. The scientific name is Colocasia Esculenta. One important thing to know about kalo is it was one of our main staple foods, and it was one of our only sources of starch. Kalo is a complex carbohydrate, And because the Hawaiians didn't have a refrigerator to stick it in, it was one of the only foods that would preserve over a long period of time. There are many uses for kalo, such as la'o or medicine, or even making food.
Let's pause for a second and take another question from a global friend. This one comes from Bogeta in South Africa.
Hi, my name is Brigetta Develeta Palan. I live in South Africa. In my culture, we grow crops like mai'a that we use to make soft porridge and moroho that we mix with beans. Those are my favorite dishes. What is your favorite dish with kalo in?
My favorite food made with kalo is kulolo. It is a sweetened pudding made from kalo that is cooked in an underground oven, imu.
One favorite dish of mine that uses kalo is poi. What poi is the grounded, mashed up version of kalo. So what we do is we cook the kalo, and then in ancient Hawaiian times we used papa and pohaku ku'iai, or a poi board and a poi stone, to grind the kalo. We then slowly added water, which turned it into poi.
This is niu, which is coconut tree, and there are many different uses in this plant. You can actually use every part of the plant. And so starting with the leaves, you can weave them to make hats or baskets. You can use the fibers as a strainer to make coconut milk, or you can use it as a wrap for different types of foods. And the trunk, you could use this for a pahu instrument, pahu drums. It's for hula, our traditional dancing. And lastly is our coconut. You can use, once you rip this open, there will be many different husks, and you can use this as a rope or a string. And you can also, there is also coconut meat to eat, and there is also coconut water in it as well.
The next plant we will be talking about is banana. In Hawaii we call it mai'a. This is the mai'a plant. In Hawaii we had many uses for the mai'a. One use was the actual fruit. The fruit is high nutritional value, and it was another important starch of Hawaii. Another use we had for mai'a was using the stumps. We use the stumps as a liner in our imu. The imu is our Hawaiian underground oven. And finally, one last use for the mai'a is making cordage. What we did is we took the outside bark of the mai'a and we braided it to turn it into cordage.
This is the ulu plant, which is breadfruit, and it is used for many different purposes. The leaves are used as a stencil for patterns on pieces of clothing. The wood is used for canoe. The sap is used as a glue, and the fruit itself is used as a sweeter version of a potato. It is Hawaii's main starches, and we could use it in chips and also in stews as well.
Next, we'll be able to talk about ava. Ava, or more commonly known as kava, the scientific name is Piper methysticum. Ava was used in Hawaii and is still used today as a relaxant. Traditionally, what you would do is you would huki or pull the plant from the ground, take the roots, clean it very well, and then you would chew on the ava root. Nowadays, what we do is we use a Vitamix or a blender we put the ava root in the blender and we drink the juice that comes from, or the drink that comes from that. Ava was one of the most important Hawaiian beverages, and it was used traditionally as a relaxant, and when our Hawaiian monarchy had to make important decisions, they would drink ava to seek clarity and connect with their kupuna for more help with their decision.
Me ke aloha nui, a hui hou.
See you soon.
On behalf of Global Nomads Group and Students Rebuild, thank you for learning with us. We sure hope we've inspired you to explore more of your cultural foods and traditions, maybe start a garden at home, or simply support farmers in your local community. We're still accepting your awful recipes. Submit those to studentsrebuild.org and get counted in our efforts to support organizations working on the ground to end global hunger. Until next time, my friends, peace.